2024 has been a horrible year for David Lucas. He just seems to be digging the grave for his own comedy career every time he does something publicly. And this all began in February of this year when he released his first special, Uncancelable, which was a completely ironic title since it was released a week after he was canceled for making this weird George Floyd joke.
And you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was...
Which he later went on to apologize for after getting blasted on Twitter.
Hi, this is comedian David Lucas. You know me from Kill Tony and other various roast shows. I'm an edgy, push the boundary comedian, and my job as a comedian is to bring humor in dire situations. With that being said, there's a clip that is circulating around social media, and since that clip has came out, I have spoken to a lot of George Floyd's family. I spoke to Cal Wayne, Trader Truth, Steven Jackson, and my intention was to never cause harm to his family.
And things just continued to get worse for David, because directly after this disaster of a comedy special, he got completely outclassed in a roast battle with Harlan Williams.
Harlan, you look like Joe Biden's spokesperson, nigga. Fuck, I fucked that joke up.
You fucked it up bad.
God damn.
You fucked it up real bad, my guy. I thought this guy had a tattoo of the Monster Energy drink logo on his stomach. It turned out to be his fucking stretch mark. You're my bitch tonight. How about that?
Like, Harlan absolutely tore him apart, exposing every flaw of his as a comedian, making fans increasingly aware of his laziness, which was taken even further when fans exposed him for repeating jokes on Kill Tony.
Tony, you look like a gay pufferfish.
Oh my God. It's true.
If I bite your booty, I bet you blow up, nigga.
Really incredible.
I didn't want shit. I just wanted to tell Tony he looked like a gay pufferfish.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I bet if I tickle your booty, you'll blow up right now, nigga.
So it was kind of starting to become a trend to dislike David Lucas. And this eventually reached a boiling point when he appeared on the most viewed episode of Kill Tony, where in it, he made cruel jokes about a physically disabled comedian who appeared earlier that night.
When you birth a child with no asshole and fucking pterodactyl arms, you supposed to put that nigga on the grill. He ain't even supposed to live. Just go ahead and eat that motherfucker. Bro, he's not a productive member to society.
Oh my God.
The fuck? What can that motherfucker change in life? Nothing.
And I get it that comedians are supposed to tiptoe the line of funny and offensive, but what David said didn't really have a punchline. It was just some cruel statements that rubbed fans the wrong way. It's also ironic how David said the guy contributes nothing to society, because this guy is a legitimate social worker who also gave a TED Talk about his condition.
I was born with a rare condition called bacterial association.
I mean, if anything, Jacob's more valuable because he eats up less of our food supply. So Jacob Barr responded to David on his Instagram with this video.
Here's 5 things I can do that David Lucas can't. Let's start off the day with some light jumping. Then we'll eat some fruit. It's actually pretty yummy. You should give it a shot. Then we'll move into exercising for a duration of time longer than 1/100th of a second. Let's try writing jokes in a joke notebook. Don't know how David Lucas does this without his arm fat knocking it off the desk every 5 seconds, but overcome your disability. Finally, let's take some comfortable deep breaths and take in the fact that I will live longer than him by 25 years.
And that video just completely blew up online, seen by people who didn't even know anything about David Lucas or Kill Tony. So after all this controversy and criticism, you'd think that he tried to save his own career by taking the criticism constructively, but in reality, David Lucas is too far up his own ass to have any remorse or humility, which he made very evident on his most recent podcast appearance with Matan Evans, where, for the majority of the interview, he acted inappropriately with the podcast host, who stated his age in the beginning of the show.
Kind of cute.
Me? You're saying this
Little
about my
earring.
I'm
You're
17.
older than 17.
I promise I'm 17.
Let me see.
I
Let me see
swear.
your ID.
Which David weirdly ignored as he continued to make creepy comments towards Matan.
I don't know. Let's smell up under that jacket. Take that jacket off.
Well, I don't.
Let us see that pale ass
I don't have
chest.
shit all over me.
Let's see that pale ass. Take that jacket off.
You're like one of those Indian guys.
Take that jacket off. Take that jacket off. Let's see.
Under it is just a
You
normal
probably
shirt.
naked up under that bitch. Let's see.
No, I only wear this jacket.
Let me see it. Take it off.
I can't. That's
Let me see.
not on camera.
Asking him if he was on Grindr.
We should follow each other on Instagram. I like you.
This seems very random.
You on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok. I have an account.
You ever did Grinder?
No, never. I have the dating app ideas, but I've never been on one.
showing him inappropriate images on his phone to Matan.
Are we in a safe space?
We safe space.
Let's think about that.
What is this? You keep showing me like porn images.
What you think about this?
Why are you showing me that? That's extremely weird. Show that to him.
While also touching him and telling Matan to get closer like they do in prison.
Put so much effort into that shit and you won't even smell it.
Let me rub your back.
You won't even smell it.
Let me rub your back.
Why you touch-
Get real nice and close like we're in prison. Sit that little pale booty down.
Left. Watch out. Don't touch me, man. What are you doing?
That shit thick.
And when Matan makes a joke about David being a predator, David tenses up and gets super defensive about it.
I can't even be a predator if that's what you're alluding to.
No, Game of Thrones. What is you talking about, bro? What is you talking about?
Because I thought you were trying to.
You on some weird
I
shit.
told you a predator.
I'm not a predator.
No, for sure.
Skip the question, bro. We ain't even finna entertain that bullshit you talking about right now. Because I got children, and that's a very sensitive topic.
Move past it.
Yeah.
How many hours do you think it would take?
Which is kind of a weird reaction from a guy who was just trying to make everyone smell his finger after he scratched his own ass with it.
I'll put my hand in my ass and make you smell it, bitch. Come here, nigga. Put that shit in your face now. You want to smell it, nigga?
Not particularly.
You still gonna smell this ass. I ain't took no shower and I'm straight off a plane. Boy, this shit. Gotta scratch the ass. Scratch the ass so you can smell it.
He also got super sensitive when Matan brought up the George Floyd cancellation.
Let me ask you this. Why would you make the joke about George Floyd when you have no idea how it can affect the black community?
Because I wanted to.
But what?
Because I wanted to.
But you don't know how it could affect black people.
Who gives a fuck?
But black
I
people.
wanted to do it.
But you don't know if it will offend them.
I wanted to do it.
But you're
Well, let me
offending.
offend them.
But it's a.
I offend white people too. Now what? I'll offend your
Yeah,
ass too.
but you're allowed to offend white
I'll
people.
offend your ass
But
too.
black people, it's off the table.
What's happening?
What is this?
So overall, I think 2024 was a terrible year for David Lucas as he consistently crashed and burned during moments that he could have used as retribution for his career. And that last podcast appearance he did with Matan really put the nail in the triple XL coffin of his, exposing his saltiness about being canceled and his creepy behavior he had towards the underage podcast host. So let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts on all this, and if you made it this far in the video, make sure to subscribe.
Look at that booty. And they got a Chinese BBL.
Is it racist? Oh, you're getting real close to me. Let's do it. Is it racist if someone refuses to drink water because it's brown or yellow?
Let me see.
Cheap. You almost broke your phone.